I know. I say this a lot, but you're never going to believe who you see in Hollywood. So this story is about my beautiful, beautiful baby boy by the name of Joe. And back around 2006, he was just maybe 5 or 6 years old, and he wanted to be an actor. He wanted to do what Dad did, but what he called it was he wanted to do a man job. Because he called whenever I would go off to an audition or whatever, a man job. So he wanted to do a man job. So I talked to my agent, and my agent said, okay. And so when the opportunity came up for a job for him, for an audition, they called me, and they said, okay, here's where you're going. And so Mom and I and Joe all got in the car, and we went to this place for his audition. Now, the place we were going to is this famous photography studio called Smashbox. And Smashbox is in Culver City, and it does like the most amazing photography ever. And it's super, super cool to look at. It's like really industrial, very high style, and they have a lot of things going on there at once. It's really big. On the outside, it looks just like a warehouse, but on the inside, it's like this really cool, funky place. But they have all these different things happening. And one of the things that was happening was the audition for Joe. And so Joe and Mom and I are looking around, and it has an arrow. It says where the audition is, and it's got an arrow down this long hallway. Now, when I say it's a long hallway, I mean it is a really long hallway, and it is completely white. It's got only these black doors on it, but nothing is labeled. So it's like we don't know where we're going. We're looking for, this audition place in this long hallway in this big, beautiful building, but we can't find it. So we decide, well, we just got to open up one of these doors and find out how far away the audition place is, because this is kind of crazy. And we open up the door, and what I see, I could not believe. I was so freaked out. We had opened the door into the back of a photography studio, and to my right, about 3 feet away, on a white cyclorama, sitting in a chair, was Bob Dylan. He's getting his picture taken for Rolling Stone. I think it's this issue of Rolling Stone that they were doing the photo shoot for. So there we are. We're just looking eye to eye at Bob Dylan, and everyone's looking at us, and we're just sort of standing there. And I go, "Hi, Bob Dylan. You don't happen to know where the auditions are, do you?" And he looks at me, and then he looks at the photographer like, "What's this all about?" And I go, never mind. And we all step out, and, we go off and look for the audition. It was so weird. Now, I don't even know if he got the man job or not, because it was just so weird seeing Bob Dylan. So if you're watching this, Bob, hey man, I'm sorry I interrupted your photo shoot, but we were just looking for the audition place. So it just goes to prove once again, you never know who you're going to see in Hollywood.